Have you ever held back tears because society deemed it inappropriate for your gender? In our world today, societal norms and expectations often discourage men from expressing their emotions, especially through crying. This isn't just a societal problem, but a personal one too, affecting mental health on a large scale. A study by the American Psychological Association reveals a stark reality. Men who suppress their emotions, who hold back those tears, are more likely to grapple with mental health issues like depression and anxiety. So, what we're dealing with here isn't just about breaking societal norms, it's about breaking personal barriers. We live in a society where real men don't cry is a notion that's not only outdated but harmful. It's a narrative that needs to change. It's time we redefine what it means to be strong, to be masculine, and yes, even to be a man who cries. The societal notion that real men don't cry is not just outdated, it's harmful. Emotions are universally human, not gender exclusive. This statement may seem simple, but it carries profound implications. For far too long, we have lived in societies that draw a thick line between what is deemed masculine and feminine. Emotional expression, unfortunately, has been categorized as a feminine trait, creating a harmful stereotype that men should be stoic and unfeeling. But let's pause and ask ourselves, why? Why should half of our population be discouraged from expressing their emotions? Emotions are not a sign of weakness. They are a testament to our shared human experience. They are what make us empathetic, compassionate beings. They are what make us human. And this brings us to our next point, redefining strength. We often associate strength with physical prowess, with the ability to lift heavy weights or perform physically demanding tasks. But there's another kind of strength that often goes unnoticed, emotional strength. Emotional strength is the ability to navigate through life's ups and downs, to face adversity with courage, to be resilient in the face of challenges. It's about being able to express your emotions openly, to not shy away from vulnerability, but embrace it. It's about lifting heavy emotions. And yes, this includes crying. Crying is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's a sign of a person who is in touch with their emotions, who is not afraid to show their vulnerability. It's a sign of a person who is strong enough to defy societal expectations and express their feelings openly. So let's redefine strength. Let's challenge these age-old stereotypes and create a society where men are encouraged to express their emotions openly, where crying is seen as a sign of strength, not weakness. In conclusion, remember this: strength isn't only about lifting heavy weights. It's about lifting heavy emotions too. Embrace your emotions, allow yourself to cry, and let's start a conversation about men's emotional health. After all, we are all human, and emotions are universally human too. Breaking down stereotypes is a collective responsibility. This line isn't just a statement, it's a call to action for all of us. We carry the responsibility to challenge societal perceptions about masculinity and men's emotional health. For far too long, men have been painted with broad brushstrokes of stoicism and emotional suppression. The picture that's been painted for us is one where men are expected to be the rock, the unshakable force, the silent sufferer. But it's time to repaint this canvas. It's time to redefine what it means to be a man, and that includes the power of vulnerability. The power of vulnerability lies in its ability to connect us as human beings. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we allow ourselves to be human, and that's a powerful thing. It's not about being weak or submissive, but about being honest, being real, and being open. It's about allowing ourselves to feel, to cry, to express our emotions openly. We need to encourage open discussions about men's emotional health, not just in therapy rooms or confidential helplines, but in everyday conversations in our homes, our workplaces, our schools. We need to create a world where a man expressing his emotions isn't seen as a weakness, but as a strength. Stereotypes are not just hurtful, they are limiting us from achieving emotional freedom. We need to break free from these chains, and it starts with understanding the power of vulnerability. After all, vulnerability is not the enemy, it's the pathway to emotional freedom. This isn't just about changing perceptions, it's about creating safe emotional spaces for men. By understanding that emotional expression is universal, not gender-specific, we can redefine strength. It's about emotional resilience, the courage to express feelings openly. We must challenge stereotypes, ignite discussions on men's emotional health, and remember, it's okay for men to cry. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. So the next time you feel the need to cry, don't hold back. Embrace your emotions because men cry too.